Hi JCAC community, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for your support. It goes a long way to spread mental health education and awareness. To join our community, like and subscribe and leave a message of hope to someone, or let us know how the community can support you. In today's topic, we will discuss suicide prevention. I'm Erica, and I'm a mental health therapist at Johns Creek and Alpharetta Counseling. I've been working in the healthcare field for about 10 years and as a therapist for about 6. This is a topic I feel really passionate about sharing with you all today, especially as a parent, so this topic is so important to address, as uncomfortable as it may feel. Let's talk about suicide. So what does suicide mean? Suicide can be a tough topic to talk about. The word alone seems to be spoken about in whispers or brings up fear for many people. The more we're able to create an open dialogue surrounding suicide and suicide prevention, the more we can share resources and spot warning signs sooner. According to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, suicide is when a person dies as a result of harming themselves with the intention of ending their life. It's often connected to other forms of injury and violence, like child abuse, bullying, or sexual violence. Some people think that kids who talk about suicide are just attention seeking and wouldn't actually attempt it. But at any time, if a child brings up suicide, it's time to listen and support. You might be asking, well, how do I start the conversation with my child? Just like any other conversation about wellness or current events, whether it's in the car, waiting for your food at a restaurant, or on a commercial break, there's no perfect place to begin the conversation. There was a myth that even talking about suicide would make someone more likely to attempt it, but don't worry, there's no research to support that idea. Creating a safe space for questions to be asked and feelings to be shared without judgment is really all it takes. As a parent, you don't have to have all the answers about this. It's enough to show your child that you're open to talking about the hard stuff with them and are willing to research things together to find out what you both don't know. Validating their concerns and processing any references to suicide they may have been exposed to is also extremely helpful. Now, for the big question, who's at risk? According to the CDC, those most at risk include the list below. So what can you look out for in your own family? According to CHOA, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, some of the most common signs for parents to keep an eye out for include if a child's talking about wanting to kill themselves, wanting to die, or having no reason to live, experiencing major mood changes that can include feeling depressed, irritable, or anxious, experiencing major changes in eating or sleeping habits, withdrawing from other friends or socially isolating, no longer wanting to engage in activities they used to previously enjoy, giving away important or meaningful personal belongings, or any form of the child saying goodbye or creating closure within their friendships. So let's talk about resources and safety planning. After learning about the risks and warning signs, here's some information about ways you can help provide resources and safety to your children to prevent suicide. Teaching and reinforcing healthy coping skills is critical in helping children learn how to cope with uncomfortable or overwhelming feelings and find a healthy way to navigate their current and future challenges. Coping skills help make kids more resilient. If you're unsure about what qualifies as healthy coping skills, reaching out to a mental health professional like myself in your community is one of the quickest and most efficient ways to ensure your child has a full toolbox of skills to use when life's tougher moments happen. Providing a safe space for your child to express their concerns and have them validated and taken seriously is ideal. Sometimes as parents, having patience or spare time runs thin, but trying your best to create quality time and space to listen with an open mind may be all that's needed here. If there's been a lapse in communication or the thought of having these conversations feels overwhelming to you, involving a neutral third party with education and experience, like a therapist, could be the ideal way to handle those tougher conversations. Not every child is open to having these more serious conversations with adults, so involving a professional to ensure their safety is important. Taking steps to reduce access to lethal means in the home is another important step in terms of safety planning. Locking up any items that may be potentially dangerous, like weapons or medication, especially when risk factors are present, creates additional obstacles to a potential suicide attempt. There are plenty of local and regional resources to access at any time to support you and your child, as well as to pass along to others who you may be concerned about, as well as considering a mental health professional if there's any admission from your child about wanting to hurt themselves. Immediately taking them to a local psychiatric hospital or emergency department to be screened for safety is vital. Some additional resources from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention include the list below. Join the movement, engage with your JCAC community by leaving a comment of hope, or share how we can support you. To learn about the counseling services we offer, check out our website in the description below, and we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in our next video.